Hello and welcome to this edition of the podcast on securing a career in cybersecurity, where we help you uh, learn the relevant skills and experiences and bring together all the knowledge to help you start a career in cybersecurity quickly. So what I'm doing in this series of podcasts is I've reached out to my friends who are in the field. I'm just asking them 10 questions that were put together by a group of military interns that I work with that are transitioning in the cybersecurity field. So these are questions that they've asked me, they've asked other people. Hopefully by asking a wide range of people these same questions, um, they'll be able to, they and future persons that are transitioning out of the military, that are interning with me, they're able to learn something and help move them faster toward transitioning into the cybersecurity field. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set my timer. I'm going to go through these 10 questions. I'm going to give myself 10 minutes. I'm going to start now. So you can see the 10 questions there are shown. Question number one: what inspired you to pursue a career in cybersecurity? And what advice would you give someone looking to enter the field? I really fell into cybersecurity by chance. I got my degree in aerospace engineering. In the Army, my primary duty, I was a combat arms officer. I didn't really think that I was going to go into any other career other than being in the Army, but when I left the Army, I was hired by a former NSA officer, and I joined a security practice at PwC where they taught me over 10 years how to write code and to do penetration testing, security assessments. But for somebody coming into the field, I think about myself, and I, in a very short period of time, had to learn something that I liked about IT and just the technology field. I really like programming, and I really built up a strong foundation in it. I learned Java. I did a course, only course on how to write code in Java. I signed up for projects at PwC where I wrote code in Java. Then I went ahead and learned a lot about, as much as I could, about web architectures and three-tiered architectures, and then I got into security assessments. And then I went down the road of just building my career capital in that area. So pick something that you really like, and then pursue it. For something you really like in either networking or development, or there's so many different facets to IT and technology. You just got to pick something and really go deep into it, and then be at a point where you know as much as you can about it. You continue to develop your career capital in that area, and you're focused on how to assess it, how to make it better, how to find vulnerabilities in it. Okay, so question two: how can someone with little or no experience in IT or cybersecurity get started? So, kind of along that same vein, if you pick an area that you really like. Let's say you don't have any experience in IT or cybersecurity. You've got to get some kind of baseline knowledge, right? So start with some kind of basic IT certification, like CompTIA A plus or Network Plus, and develop some basic skills. And then if you find the part of IT or technology that you really like, dive into a much more security-focused certification. So you could go the CompTIA route, go Network Plus, A plus, Network Plus, and then go Security Plus. Or you can go down, if you want to truly go just networking, start with the basic Cisco certifications and just really focusing on the network. If you really like programming and development, get on the route of learning a programming language like Python and start applying it in the cloud. And then once you've got that base level, then I would recommend going down the route of getting some kind of certification. Okay, how are we doing on time? 6 minutes. All right, 6 minutes left. Number three: what are the most critical skills and qualities for success in the security industry? Aside from having some sort of deep domain knowledge in some area, I think one of the most overlooked skills is just people skills. You have to be able to work with other people. As a security analyst, you're going to be you'll be a junior analyst. You'll be working for somebody who is much more senior to you, and you have to be willing to take direction, be able to learn quickly from them, and so you have to get along with them. As you rise in your career, you're going to be working more and more with other people, especially those people who are either an infrastructure admin or an application developer. You're going to be assessing their infrastructure, their applications, and you're going to be providing recommendations on how to make it better, or you're going to give them recommendations on what a tool had found about how there is a vulnerability in their tool or their infrastructure, their application. So you have to be able to work well with people. Uh, how important is formal education compared to certifications and hands-on experience in the field? I find that uh, when the rubber meets the road, being able to do something for someone, be able to learn quickly, having a track record where you've worked with in a hands-on fashion with a certain technology that you're going to be working with. Uh, you just have to. It's more important to be able to do work for people and to be able to do the work than it is to have a degree in that area. So I think certifications and experience are much more important than a degree, but I do think that having a degree and having gone through the process of some kind of formal schooling shows people that you can make a commitment to something and that you can finish what you start. And there's certain things that you get out of school that help you be a better person. I know plenty of people that didn't go the traditional 4-year route, but got they took the time, and while they're working, they got a degree. Uh, it's definitely hard, but take the time to invest in yourself. That's the most important thing, is realizing that you as a person, you're the total you, everything from your technical skills to your soft skills, that all comes from investing in yourself. So, uh, get those certifications, get the hands-on experience, be able to show someone that you could do something today, but don't discount the fact that having some kind of degree in school shows people that, again, that you have that commitment to finish what you start, that just like everyone else that gets a 9-to-5 job, you're able to get those basic, bachelor's degrees, and it's not required, but that you're continuing to be a lifelong learner. Okay, let's continue on here because I want to stay on time track. Uh, how can aspiring cybersecurity professionals stay updated in the latest trends and threats? So, aside from having a regular news feed, you really have to be involved in the field. There's so many different ways to be involved. Get involved in something like OWASP, or get involved with some sort of open source movement. And you don't have to be an engineer to do that. You could provide feedback on somebody's tool. It does two things. One, a lot of these open source movements are right on the edge of solving a problem. And there are people out there that are really super smart that just need feedback, or they just need someone to contribute to their work. And especially early on, they're out there alone, putting themselves out there. They really do appreciate having somebody just give them positive feedback, get involved, and it's a great networking opportunity for you. If you are, I find that the more that I work with smart people and people that are smarter than me, I learn something. And on top of that, I broaden my network, and I'm able to meet other people and gain experiences and skills that I wouldn't get if I didn't try to reach out and volunteer at OWASP and with open source in the open source community. Can you share? I'll go to question 7. Can you share a memorable experience or lesson in your career that had a significant impact on your approach to cybersecurity? Okay, so question 7. I'll go back to an experience I had where when I was with PwC, they had me come in to do a project at Diamond Chrysler where I was the only guy from PwC, that was put onto a very small team, core team of people that were developing the Dealer Connect portal. And I was just a very, very, very new Java programmer. They were looking for a much more skilled person, but I was able to go in there and overcome a lot of the objections of being just a very junior programmer in a very senior role, uh, because I focused on the core things of just being able to get along and work with people. I, I had a lot of respect for the people that the team I was joining. I got to know each person. I took the time. I think about, again, I go back to soft skills. I just got done reading the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, and one of the first things I did when I joined that team was I just tried to get to know each person, seek first to understand, and then try to be understood. Habit 1. So if I look at that as a skill that I developed, um, that affected my approach to cybersecurity is, we're over time. I I I really looked at the people aspect, and and today people are the weakest link in cybersecurity, right? And so as security professionals, we can't overlook the fact that, okay, yeah, I got to be really good at what I do technically, but the people aspect of it is such an important, getting along with people, working with people, understanding people and the psychology of people. That's the one thing I think that we just don't talk about, and it's a skill that and just this people aspect that is just a common theme. Not only as someone who uh, works with a lot of people, I work a lot of people uh, in my job, my day job. I have to get along with people. I have to understand what they do. I have to quickly get their help because there's things that I don't know, and I have to have the humility to ask and say, "Hey, I don't know how to do this. Can you help me?" Okay, let's finish these last 3 questions, and then I'll close it out. Are there specific industries or sectors in cybersecurity that are particularly promising for future jobs? Cloud, at least for the next 2 or 3 years. Cloud, super important. And it's 2023, latter part of 2023. AI, right? Having How do you leverage AI to help you be faster, better at what you do, to be faster than the bad guys? Okay, number 9. What advice do you give for managing work-life balance, especially in a field known for high-stress situations? Take care of yourself. I spend a lot of time making sure that I'm physically fit, I'm mentally there, because you're always going to be challenged. There's always going to be situations where you're you're constantly. I'm a blue teamer, so I'm. I want to say that I try to be as proactive as I can with staying ahead of the threat. But the thing that I find is that if I don't take care of myself, there's a never-ending stream of incidents that I respond to. I think I'll probably be at 100 security events by first quarter of next year, right? Just in the short time that I've worked my day job, and these events happen at all. It's a 24/7 job, so you got to take care of yourself. You've got to uh, be able to manage yourself, manage your, you know, make sure that your family is good, make sure that your whole 360 degrees around your life is good, because uh, I'll just go back to what that NSA officer told me. It's a marathon, right? You can't. I know a lot of you guys are excited about getting in the field and you want to prove yourself, but you don't want to burn yourself out. If you take it from that old guy who's been in the field since 1998, you have to take care of yourself, be fit, don't stay away from bad food, stay away from over caffeinating. Just make sure that you're taking care of your mind and body, and you're continuing to feed your lifeline. There's a lifelong learning need. You got to make sure that you not only are taking care of the needs of your day job, but you're also thinking about how you're going to get better and faster and how to improve yourself so that you can stay relevant in the field. Okay, last question. As someone who mentored others in the cybersecurity journey, what do you believe is the most rewarding aspect of working in the field? I'm going to say the people are the most rewarding. That's one. And the other thing is, I'm freaking love working on tough problems. I think being able to stretch my mind and work on something really, really hard, and just constantly stretch myself. Those are the two things that I think are the most rewarding. So I look forward to your comments and the on my answers to these 10 questions. These will probably change in a year. I'll probably record another video because I think hopefully my view of my life, where I am, will change in a year. And I'll record my response to these 10 questions. If you have any questions for me, please post, like, and subscribe to my videos. Watch for these next few videos. I'm going to be inviting my friends, asking these 10 questions and having conversations with them. So if you're transitioning to the cybersecurity field, reach out to me. My number's on the internet. Text me, call me. I want to pay it forward. Thank you.